right, back at it now as we continue on a free-for-all Friday. Good to have you, by the way. We got a couple of phone calls we're going to get to in just a moment. Please don't go anywhere. We'll get to you in order, including our friends from Florida and elsewhere. Joining me now is the Michigan Senate Minority Leader, Aric Nesbitt. Aric, nice to have you back on the program.
Hey, good to be with you. Thanks for having me, and
Good.
thanks for covering
Good
all
to have you.
Hey,
I understand that Carrie Rheingans, is that how you say her name? Is it Rheingans? How do you say it?
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, well, however. She says, by the way, Matt Hall is platforming Nazis, referring to people like you, Aric. Did you goose step all the way into the studio there today? You must have, because anybody that doesn't agree with a Democrat today is apparently a Nazi. I mean, come on. How low
Just
will
a
they
farm
go?
boy fighting the liberals in Lansing, and apparently that's her definition.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? That, first of all, Donald Trump is killing people by, putting the new big, beautiful bill, literally killing people. It's Donald Trump's fault that there were floods in Texas, apparently. It's Donald Trump's fault that anybody dies anywhere. You're a Nazi. I mean, maybe the Democrat message isn't quite on the mark. Am I missing something somewhere?
Well, this is the whole challenge you saw last year. You had them do away with democracy and have them uh, coordinate behind Kamala Harris. And the day after the election, as I was talking to Democrats and looking at some of the post ops, is that they don't think it was the issues that killed them last year, like allowing men playing in women's sports or sex change operations on little boys, or allowing millions and millions of illegal immigrants into this country with drugs and sex trafficking. They thought it was just their messaging. And now you're seeing around protests around the nation that they want to, openly saying assassinate President Trump. And here on Sunday, it's a 1 year anniversary of President Trump's assassination attempt a year ago. And they're the ones that are saying, we need to get back to civility in politics. I agree. So stop using over the top, dangerous language that engages folks to actually get violent.
Yeah. We saw it yesterday. It's not just violence there. Violence, law enforcement being attacked on an ICE raid at marijuana growing facilities in California. You probably saw this, right? And people being attacked and officers being shot at and so on. We can't tolerate this. We cannot tolerate this, can we?
Well, we just got to get back to common sense, the basics. Let's be
Agreed.
honest. Let's back the blue. Let's have local law enforcement work with state law enforcement, work with federal law enforcement. It shouldn't be that hard to understand. And I took a tour with a sheriff yesterday, and it's just the challenges that they're having right now with just the Michigan State Police and being able to.
There's no confidence there. The Michigan State Police are in a tailspin. The vote of no confidence was 98% of the troopers that were asked, which the vast majority of them voted. 98% no confidence. Gretchen Whitmer has systematically destroyed the Michigan State Police. That's a fact. Look at morale there. Look at the people that have been forced out. That is a one-time. That has been the premier law enforcement agency of my life for years and years, and it is in disarray. Nobody supports who's in charge. Nobody believes that people in charge have any idea what they're doing. You've got people in charge and second in charge, skipped 4 or 5 ranks, basically being knighted to become, we knight thee as leader of the Michigan State Police. It's terrible. Oh, and by the way, Nathan, can you pull bite 8 here for you? Because while the Michigan State Police are falling apart, while the roads are not being fixed, while these priorities are all being whacked out, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, here is her priority. Listen to this, Aric.
The Trump administration from blocking Medicaid funding for Planned Parenthood in their budget bill. Even though this is a win for the people, it shouldn't need to be like this. Attacks on reproductive freedom are wrong. Here in Michigan, we believe the only people who should make decisions about your health care are you and your medical provider, not politicians. And that's why I've been working to protect and expand health care for working families instead of trying to rip it away. You can be sure that I'll keep fighting for your right to quality, affordable reproductive health care. I stand with Planned Parenthood.
All she cares about is abortion. I think we voted on that in Michigan, and yet it's about abortion. That's the priority for the governor of the state of Michigan, with all the problems that we have with our taxes, our infrastructure. States like Ohio and Indiana are eating our lunch and our dinner and everything else. Aric, and she's worried about abortion at Planned Parenthood. Good God, Where are your priorities?
Yeah, we have 3 out of 4 fourth graders that aren't able to read at grade level. This is insane.
Right. But hey, if that fourth grader gets older and wants to have an abortion, gosh darn it, we're there for you.
And this is what they're going back to. Let's look at the next 30 years in Michigan. If we do nothing, if we just keep the status quo with what Governor Whitmer and the Democrats in Lansing are trying to do, we're going to be a poorer state with nearly 700,000 less people living here in Michigan, with less economic opportunity, and with worse educational outcomes. We got to shake up the status quo in Lansing, and this is the challenge that the Democrats really cling to: is this control and fear mongering that needs to stop. We need to get back to basics. Let's have good education. Let's fix our roads. Let's get back for the government actually serving the people instead of the government telling us how to live our lives. I mean, this is the same governor that shut down the entire economy, locked our school children out, and yet she's saying that she's for choice. This is insane.
No, give me a break. Several people running for governor. You might know one of them, Aric. And so you want to change what's happening in Lansing. How's that going for you?
I mean, people are really stepping up and really supporting this Michigan First agenda I've been putting out and saying, instead of spending $5 billion on corporate welfare, let's get back to basics and fix our roads and bridges and infrastructure. Instead of, government bureaucrats not showing up to work, we figure only 1 out of 5 government bureaucrats right now are actually showing up to the office on occasion. On day one, all of them need to show back up to work, and we need to start coming back and actually serving the people of Michigan. We need to become more efficient and effective. We need to be closer to Indiana, where they've actually grown as a state by nearly 900,000 people over the last 25 years. Michigan's only.
I wonder why that is.
Well, it's lowest cost of state government, lower cost of energy. They don't have the Green New scam. It's easier to get a permit. They continue to just lower their taxes, and we continue. And this governor and the Democrat legislature last term was the only state to increase the state's income tax last year, along with passing a new scam, which goes ahead.
Congratulations to us. Oh, and here's one other thing. In that blizzard of bad news, we're also almost $100 billion in debt. From all the information I can gather here, almost $100 billion in debt is the state of Michigan. We only got about 30 seconds here, Aric, but what can we do about that?
We can get back to basics. You got to go ahead, pay off our long-term liabilities, pay off our debt, so that we can make sure that our children and grandchildren get a paycheck instead of what we inherited, which was a big tax bill. It's time that we get back to basics, go back to efficient, effective government that actually represents the people instead of big woke corporations or big woke unions, woke government.
All right. So for anybody who wants to know about your run for governor, real quick, where can they find you?
Nesbittforgovernor.com, 2 T's.
There you go. Nesbitt for Governor, 2 T's for governor.com. Aric, appreciate it. Always good talking to you. Thank you.
Hey, God bless you, Steve. Thanks for all you do.
There you have it. Thank you. Take a break. Hit a couple of phone calls, and Ivy will join us as well after the break here on a Free for All Friday.